Good morning, Puerto Vallarta. Good morning. Hopefully, we are on live a little bit earlier today. I know. Hopefully, you made it up for 9:30 instead of 10. When you create a show prior to your life and all your happenings in your meetings, sometimes meetings in life get in the way. So, I have a meeting today at 10, so I'm with you a little bit early. So, if you're tuning in for the very first time, this is Brent. Brent Lane reporting live from Puerto Vallarta with Puerto Vallarta Real News. And how about that? We got a ticker. Look at that. Created that. By popular request, I was asked if it's a chance that we could share like exchange rates and weather, and why talk about it when I can literally just stream it to you the whole time. So let's see how that evolves as well. Even got the weather in there, the wave report, all kinds of fun stuff. So good morning. Here's a cup of coffee. CPS news. Don't forget about my real news. And well, I guess this is real too. But every Monday night at 7, you're going to find me on television and YouTube and Facebook with Jesse Ruiz. So there you have it. But this is what I do now. So this is maybe 5 days a week, maybe 3 days a week. I'm still working on it, but just let's jump into it. Good morning, everybody. If you want to say good morning, please do. I'll see it when I can. But love to have you here, and let's jump in. So today's show, we're going to talk a bit about local news. We're going to have entertainment and community today, as well as a TV and film recommendation, because I was, if you don't know my history, back before my real world and back in university, I was a television film major doing TV, radio, commercials, and so why not share some of that too? All right, y'all ready to get going? Let's do it. How many viewers we got? We got a few. Good morning, Katie. Good morning, Mark. How y'all doing? All right, so jumping into local news. First up, this is from yesterday. The governor and mayor toured the Malecon. Governor Pablo Lemus Navarro and Mayor Luis Ernesto Munguia Gonzalez spent Thursday walking the Malecon, checking in with local businesses and those hit hardest by the recent flooding. They were joined by leaders from the hotel and restaurant sectors as they reaffirmed support for Vallarta's economic and tourism recovery, which we all want. Later, they continued to tour with David Zamora Bueno, the state secretary of Infrastructure and Public Works, to review the construction work from the Hidalgo Park down to the south end of the boardwalk. Good stuff there. Glad to see our mayor and governor working hand in hand, as they have been quite a bit since this week, of course. Also, in other news, for affected businesses, Governor Lemus Navarro and Mayor Munguia also announced a new support plan for businesses impacted by the flooding. The package is going to include a direct financial assistance, of course, waived remodeling permit fees, which is great, and access to loans through the Jalisco Business Development Fund, also known as FOJAL. Interesting. I haven't heard that one before. I do a lot of TV and news, and that's a new one for me with that one. So the Jalisco Business Development Fund, FOJAL. Interesting. Okay, also, they're pretty uplifting news. It's nice to have some uplifting news today, no doubt. The city is launching a campaign to help kids process the news. I feel like we all need help processing the news. Maybe this helps you in just a little way. It helps us. I think just knowing what's going on and getting it in English just helps. And it's kind of been always the goal with the television news program, like CPS News with Jesse and Brent. Been around a little over 2 years. A lot of you haven't found it yet, but mostly it's watched on YouTube, but that's why we share it. I kind of say that all the time. We say it's the news that speaks your language. Your language is like the comfort of a broadcast that you understand, and it's kind of like what you're used to, maybe back from your home country. But I digress. Okay, moving on. The city launched a campaign to help kids process the news. And so the government's launched a campaign encouraging families to talk openly with their children about what's happening in Jalisco. Parents are being asked to check with their kids, listen to what they've heard, and answer questions with verified information. We're big on that here. While avoiding rumors or unconfirmed audio messages. Man, is this just for kids or is for all of us? It's sounding like it's for everybody, including adults. The goal is to give children a sense of safety and validate their emotions and keep daily routines steady. What an amazing program that is. That's pretty awesome stuff. That kind of story, lifts me up a little bit this morning, and hopefully you guys too. Good morning, Dan McNeil. Good morning, Isabel. Love when you guys get on here live and say good morning. But so continuing on, it's our fourth local story this morning, and I'll give a big shout out to our news correspondent here in a minute. But so there were a couple Bahia de Banderas officers that were sanctioned after a viral video. So it's not all sunshine and rainbows. If it was all sunshine and rainbow news, you wouldn't trust it very much. But this one, it's two Bahia de Banderas municipal officers. They're facing sanctions after a video went viral showing them driving a patrol car in uniform while blasting war music by Tito Double P Mayor Hector Santana. We all know Hector Santana. What is all that? Tito Double P, I don't know where that came from, but we know Hector Santana. So they're out there blasting war music by Hector Santana, and they confirmed the punishment, noting that the driver was also cited for not wearing a seatbelt. So this is according, it's a little bit of a confusing story. I'm working on the translation here. They're noting the driver was also cited for not wearing a seatbelt. Okay, gotcha on that one. He added, even when the videos come from personal accounts, officers are expected to respect the uniform and set an example at all times. So, yeah, of course, that's international. That's just not here. Internationally, police officers are persuaded not to be on social media, always have that good, persona. I mean, clearly the police officers in the world are, in the crosshairs these days, but come on, let's make sure we're doing better out there, guys. And, glad they got the citation for the no seatbelt. That's pretty good. All right, you've heard about it a lot. You won't hear about it after Sunday, I do promise. But in the entertainment community section today, first and foremost, of course, I'm going to talk to you about changing lives. It's one of my favorite, if not the favorite event for the year. And it's not just because I was the MC last year and I'm an MC again this year. Actually, it has nothing to do with that. I'd love it. I'd love to be in the crowd for this one every year too, and not working, having a beer with you guys. But changing lives is huge. Angel's Kitchen and Eddie over at English Learning Tree really put on an amazing show. And this year, this is the message, and you're probably going to hear it during the show. I mean, I'm the MC. I'm probably going to, throw my hand up in the air and all that fun stuff. But Changing Lives has really grown beyond just a rock and roll night in Vallarta because, on March 1st, it's to become a message to the world about the strength of this community and the unity of the entire country of Mexico. It's just going to be a week pretty much after everything's happened. And this just is a chance for Puerto Vallarta to come together in a celebration of hope, resilience, prosperity, and more than anything, that's a love of another in this community. We've all seen these I Love PV stickers on the Facebook pages and the profile pictures. That's pretty awesome. Along with me, you're going to get some of the top performers in the region. They're going to be on the same stage. If you haven't seen the lineup, I mean, it's amazing lineup. Like, a lot of my friends have been like, oh, I haven't seen that band, or I haven't seen that band. Well, this is a chance to get all of them. It's like binging bands, come on out, binge some amazing bands. It's going to run the gamut. There's going to be, looks like Mao out there in Stoli, all the way to Monaco, where everybody loves to get up and dance and tear it up like my wife does. It's moving forward. It's going to be on. It's on March 1st. It's going to start at 11 a.m. and run to about 6. It's just a great way for the city to shine and take lots and lots of photos, lots and lots of videos, and share them all over the world. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. If you're going to Changing Lives somewhere near the beginning of the show, when the place is really full, I'm going to turn around, I'm going to pull out my cell phone, I'm going to take an amazing selfie with me and 600 of you. That's how many we had last year in this crowd. I cannot wait. Get your tickets right away. There's more information out there. I mean, I'll put some on my Facebook page as well where you find tickets. And definitely, if you need to, reach out to Eddie from English Learning Tree and he'll help you as well. Also, briefly saw them last night at the Marina Market. We'll talk about that in a minute. But saw Sula zooming on by. If you haven't heard, Sula's out there for the dogs. I did MC their event a couple years ago. Just a great organization, great people. Unfortunately, their car got caught up in everything that happened about a week ago, and they no longer have a car, so they really need one. So if you've got any way to help, please reach out to Sula directly. Sula Society is really easy to find on Facebook. I know you guys are good at searching because you find me. And so feel free to reach out to them, figure out what their needs are, but definitely they probably need funds to get a new vehicle. Hey, Tom, thanks for tuning in again. Karen, morning. Love it. Okay, moving on. Last night I mentioned, and I talked to the director of the market a couple days ago, but the Marina Market was open as I reported. Thank goodness, because I went on down there and decided to do a couple laps per se. So made my way around. Hang on, let's all take a sip of coffee real quick. Okay. There we go. Made my way around. Got there was a lot more people there than I expected. I would say it was pretty full. Was it as full as always is? Not quite. Close. Some of the restaurants weren't quite open yet. I know a lot of people were like, why isn't Victor's open? And I think Victor's, I read online, had like a technical issue with their location, so they needed another day or so. But yeah, it was great. Walked around. Um, you guys warmed my heart by walking up to me and shaking my hand and saying thank you, and telling me your personal stories about the day, and how you were with me together, or some of you just what was going on and how you were hunkered down, or maybe you didn't have internet or phone. And it was scary for all of us. I hear you guys, and if I did any little part to help you through that, that's awesome, because you guys helped me too and kept me really focused. So thank you for that as well. And you know what? I don't monetize this. I've gone back and forth. Am I going to accept money from sponsors? Am I not? Because I do have a bunch kind of lined up that want to sponsor the show. And thank you so much. That means so much to me. But I don't want to monetize. I've always been a non-monetization person when it comes to Mexico, and I want to give back. So, hey, if you see me out and about and you like what I'm doing, I always say on the TV news, hey, if you see me out there, buy me a beer. Well, I don't drink all that much, but yeah, every now and then a beer, a snack, or toss me a water to say thank you. Sure, I'll take that. I'm not above that. Well, last night, how about them apples? Let me see if I can get this in frame correctly. Look at this piece of challah bread I got from Mushki's Challah. That's awesome. And of course, that is courtesy of Chabad Puerto Vallarta, and the amazing rabbi in his community. I've had him. Again, here it is again. This thing is going to taste dang good. I will be paid in challah anytime. My friend, my friend who's Jewish said, put some butter on that, and call that one of the best payment you've ever had. I can't wait. I didn't want to open it up because I really want to taste it fresh and see what it's like, and show it to you guys still in the package. So big shout out to them. They stopped me at the Marina Market. We had a long chat. Just reminiscing a little bit about when they were on the TV show for an interview, and what a great show that was. But thank you again to my folks out there. Looking forward to my Mushki's Challah, Chabad Puerto Vallarta. Probably pronounced as wrong as my Spanish, but there you go. All right, last but not least, before we wrap the show up, I always like to give like a film or a TV recommendation. Yesterday was the one about Death by Lightning is what I recommended yesterday. If you missed it, it's a great 3-part quick series, historical drama. Highly recommend it. We're calling this one 9.5 to 10 stars out of 10. Today, I'm going to do a film one. And the reason why I'm doing this one specifically is because, the lineup of Best Pictures this year it's okay. Maybe not they're all my jam. They're all right. Good morning, Shannon. How are you? But they're not all jam. I think Sinners is exceptional. I didn't love a lot of the other ones. I'm still working my way through, what is the one called? Marty Supreme, with the ping pong one, and a few others. I've seen most of them. So I'm going to tell you, this is the one that I think is going to keep you on the edge of your seat, give you lots of excitement and diversion from the world out there. And for me, it's F1 with Brad Pitt. F1 is nominated for Best Picture. It seems like kind of the odd one out. It's not getting a lot of buzz. But I'll tell you what, in terms of pure fun and enjoyment, even my friend, who I would say is as picky or pickier than I am with film and TV, he lives in Mexico City. He was the original producer for Big Brother for like 8 seasons. And we don't always agree on a lot. Maybe I'll get him on the show sometime. But a big shout out to Jerry, because we agree on this one. And I was surprised because he's not a sports guy. F1 is fun. Just a fun movie. It's original. It's not just a Hollywood rehash like we get a lot. We get the same things, the same, sequels and all that. This is a fun, original movie. Yeah, it's about car racing. It kind of pulls you back into that whole Days of Thunder thing back in the day with Tom Cruise, but very much more modernized, giving you really a nice behind-the-scenes look at F1. If you're not watching the TV series or anything, then Drive to Survive is an amazing reality TV show. If you don't like F1, you're going to be addicted to it by the time you're done. My wife didn't care a dang about F1, and then we watched a series. Now she's into all the drivers. Into. And this F1 movie, it has like all the big drivers. So I would recommend watch Drive to Survive first. Get a couple seasons on that. There's like 7 seasons. You're probably gonna watch all 7 of them. It's so bingeable. Watch that, learn about F1, watch this, and you'll be like, oh, there's that driver, there's that driver, there's that driver. It's pretty cool, really. So that's my movie recommendation for today. Sometimes it's a show, sometimes it's a movie. All right. Let me know what you think about today's show. About 15 minutes is where we are today. Let me know if you think the taker's helpful, distracting. I think it's good. I don't think it's super distracting. We have one on the TV news all the time as well. I think it's great. You peek down there and have it. Hopefully the music is at the right level, all that other fun stuff, because honestly, I'm evolving this show daily. Okay, shout out time. So first of all, again, don't monetize. So these are trade partners or people that are just helping out. Huge shout out, first of all, to Charlotte Smith. She's our chief correspondent and reporter. The stories are coming from her for the shows, all for today, other than the entertainment section and beyond. So big shout out to Charlotte Smith, doing great work out there. Of course, to My Destination, Mexico's trusted relocation specialist. They're one of the first ones to support me. And like I said, going forward, that's going to be a trade situation, not monetized going forward. So that's where it is. If you've got something going on and you think it's shareable and beneficial to the community and real news, well, let me know. Hey, Karen, I like the big exclamation part for your thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Good morning. All right, so that's it, guys. That's all for this morning with Puerto Vallarta Real News. I hope we got some news out of this. I hope you enjoyed the format, and I'll be back on Monday. But do not miss Monday at 7, where it's going to be the TV news with CPS News with Jesse and Brent. Just search for that on YouTube. Maybe I'll post a link to the webpage to get there as well. And last but not least, a huge shout out to my wife, Laura. Today is her birthday. So happy birthday, Laura, to you. You don't look a day above 25. Looking forward for dinner tonight with you at one of our favorite places. So happy birthday, Laura. Have a great day, Puerto Vallarta. Have an amazing weekend. And I will talk to you all on Monday.